bigger than this for him. His son Barron, First Lady Melania Trump.
It's so impressive when the kids get in on it and see
today. I mean, this is not easy for anybody, adolescent and all those things. I mean, think about anybody else, with a 10 or 11 or 12-year-old.
Kristen Welker, are you seeing this from where you are?
I am, and what a sight, Lester. This is the moment that so many people in this crowd were waiting. So likely no mistake that he's gotten out just a short distance before the hotel, but the crowd just erupted when the new First family got out, started waving. As you point out, President Donald Trump loves these moments. He feeds off of the crowd. They got out of the car. So a lot of excitement. And of course, as we were just mentioning, we did pass protesters. So you could hear the din of the people chanting, cheering for the new president, and at the same time jeering the new president. A lot of people wondering what he's going to do now that he's actually in office. And I've been talking to folks who say he's going to be focused on things like trade, immigration, and healthcare as a part of some of the first act. He's soaking up this moment, soaking up the energy of all of these supporters who have come out.
The 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and the First Lady, Melania Trump.
There will be rare opportunities in the next 4 years for they as a family to take a stroll without this kind of commotion.
I think those days of strolling without commotion are over for the First family. That's one thing you give up, other than the South Lawn these days.
And it looks like the rest of the Trump children now have joined, along with Barron.
Should we lower the bar for Roper and say if you can get any Trump?
That's right.
We understand it's tough to get the president to come over.
Lowering the degree of difficulty.
Nice.
And look, I'm trying to help you out, but
Own team are there to greet him and to smile at him as well. 4.5 hours to do it. Today, they'll have more than 6 hours, which is more than enough time. As having spoken to several of the chief ushers in the past, when the president walks inside, there will be with his family for the balls to take place later this afternoon, and ultimately see the residents for the first time as this process finally completes itself. Last night he stayed a matter of less than a football field away at the Blair House. Ultimately tonight he will sleep in the residence. There have been mix-ups of property as well as you look at the First Lady Melania Trump. It was back in 1993, then the First Lady Hillary Clinton. Her gown was there, but they couldn't find her shoes for the balls that night. Turns out they had been misplaced. They ultimately found them at the last minute in Chelsea.
He is not moving toward the crowd, but simply walking along and acknowledging people waving. This is the by the reviewing stand, which is right outside the White House. It's a glassed-in area, I think heated, and that's where the First family will join some of their cabinet picks, their military leadership, and others to watch the parade, which will be getting underway shortly.
Somewhere around November.
Yeah.
right after the election.
Usually takes sometimes it's March before it feels like everything is completely down, and
It doesn't take that long.
Seemed like it.
more than a couple weeks.
And they used to be in different sizes and shapes. 80 years ago today, Franklin Roosevelt was inaugurated for the second time, and he said, I want my reviewing stand in the shape of
They're all stopping here now to